Hi YouTube, this is Christian Brindle, Medicare Health Plan Expert and Specialist, and today I wanted to bring you another video where we break down what Medicare supplements are competitive and what the prices and rates are looking like in certain states. We've been doing these for multiple different states. If you haven't seen our video that we put out yesterday for California Medicare supplements, Colorado last week, Utah last week, Idaho last week, make sure to go back and watch those videos if you're interested or if you know anybody from those areas. Now, I'm going to be putting in one particular area in terms of the quote engine for Florida Medicare supplements. And I'm going to put in 33604 as a zip code, which is Hillsborough County, which is the Tampa area. Reason being is because I used to live there. I lived in Tampa for about a year in 2017, so I know that market very well. Now, Florida, like California, if you missed that video, is such a large area. I would say this falls into the equation for Florida, Texas, California. They're such big states that the price is going to be different depending on where you're looking and what market and what particular area of the state you're looking in. Because those states are so large, they're almost like 3 or 4 states, kind of crammed into one. So like, for example, Medicare supplements prices in Miami are probably going to be different than Tampa, and Tampa is probably going to be different than Jacksonville, and so on and so forth. So please keep this in mind. This can kind of give you just a rough idea and an estimate in terms of what's going on. These prices are subject to change. So if you're watching this in the future, maybe a year from now, these rates might not be exactly current. But at least it gives us an idea of what we're looking at right at this moment. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to run a quote for a female turning 65, and we're going to take a look at a Plan G, which is the same model we've done for all the other videos that we've done like this. A Plan G, if you're not familiar, pays everything that Medicare leaves behind. Medicare A and B work like two pieces of a puzzle. They fit together to give you medical coverage. And essentially, what you're looking at is a Plan G is they're gonna pay 80% of those medical bills and leave 20% behind. The Plan G is gonna pay everything that Medicare leaves behind except for a one time a year deductible known as the Medicare Part B deductible, and it's $198 one time a year. The Plan G is probably the most popular Medicare supplement we have in the country at this very moment, so I thought it'd be a good idea to at least get an indication. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. This will show us every insurance company in this area that offers a Plan G, and the plan's going to be the same across the board. Every Plan G is the same as another Plan G in terms of coverage. They all just have different prices and rate increases. So we want to look at those rate increases as well because they all typically will go up in price every year. The cheapest one we got in this market right now is AARP Medicare supplements for people enrolling, and that's $169 at this very moment. The last 3 years since they've rolled out this particular line of products for the Plan G, it's only had a 1.5% rate increase. So we really like to see that. We like to see that long-term stability. Next up is a company called Prosperity Life. It looks like they only have, as of last year anyway, they only had 2 enrollees in the state. That makes me a little nervous. Part of the reason why insurance companies raise rates is their ability to spread risk around. So size can matter in that regard. It's not the only thing you want to look at. So to compare, look at United Healthcare. They have about 500,000 as of last year as far as customers on this particular product line. So big difference in that comparison there. United American, they've been around a long time. They have a 0.5% rate increase history, which is excellent. That's really good. They've been around a long time, that company. Continental Life, which is an Aetna company, they're relatively newer in this particular market. They don't have a rate increase yet, but they're a big company with a lot of history in a lot of other states. So keep that in mind. Capital Life, relatively newer company. They just started this year. They don't have a whole lot of history, but I always look at the AM Best rating, which AM Best basically rates the financial stability of insurance companies. I typically don't like to work with companies unless they're at least an A- or above. Typically, we'd like to see it at least be an A, but A- would be okay. Humana has been very popular, and they've had a 3.8% rate increase over the last couple of years, which, it's good. It's good. I think anything under 5% is probably pretty good. Thrivent had a 9% rate increase this year. That's not something we really like to see too much. National Guardian is so new in this market, they just don't have a rate increase history as of yet. Ascendo, which is owned by the CVS Pharmacy Company, it just started on 4/24 of this year, and it doesn't have a rate increase history, but we anticipate it's probably going to be a pretty good program because CVS owns Aetna, so they're all kind of one big happy family. So it's almost being issued by the same insurance company, if you will, or the same group of insurance companies. Cigna, they have not had a rate increase on this particular line of Medicare supplements yet, so not much of a history there, but they're a very well-known company. Combined Insurance, they just started this year, from what it looks like on this particular product line. United of Omaha, which is basically a Mutual of Omaha company, they have only a 2% rate increase the last 3 years, so we definitely like to see that. That's not too bad. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, 2.6%. But at this rate, we're basically getting to the point where the prices are getting higher. You know, the cheapest rate we saw when we started this out was in the 160s. Now we're up into the 190s. So rate increases are important, but it's also a competitive price coming in. Americo, 1.4%, but a little higher. Central States, Union Security, National Health, which is a national general company. Renaissance, 9% last year. And in the 200s, Everest, Great Southern Life, which is another America company. And that's basically what we got. Now, if we wanted to look at a plan, let's say for a male, we can do that. So let's just kind of look at that by comparison. Someone turns 65 in this particular market. Now, like I said, it's going to be a little different in some areas. So as you can see, the price went up. Most insurance companies will charge a little bit higher prices for male prices than female prices. And they do that because they determine, statistically speaking, males are not quite as healthy at age 65 than females. And they're probably right about that. But United still is the cheapest for someone that was turning 65 at 176 and some change. So that's not too bad. Same rate increase history. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida is up next at 190. Prosperity Life, Humana, United of Omaha, which is that Mutual of Omaha company, Thrivent. So definitely more expensive for a male than a female. Anyway, folks, I think you kind of get the picture. If you'd like to talk to my company about Medicare supplement plans in Florida, whether it be a Plan G, N, F, whatever it might be, we are licensed in the state of Florida, and we work with a majority of the major insurance companies, and we'd love the opportunity to talk with you. We can basically take a look at it like we are right now and do a very, very thorough analyze, check, and kind of see what the best option for you would be and look at it from all the angles and all the details. Our office number, I'm going to put it right up on the screen here, and we'd love the opportunity to be able to talk with you. We're also licensed in 9 other states other than Florida, so if you'd like to know what those are, they're down in the description. And folks, essentially, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you found something about it helpful. I hope you learned something, and I hope you got an idea of what to expect with Medicare supplement prices in the state of Florida, at least relatively. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for future Medicare and insurance content, and have a great day.